This is my band on Spotify. I uploaded these songs without the help of a record label or a manager, and I did this entirely independently. Now, the best part of this all is that I've also made over $2,000 already from these songs from Spotify. So if this is your first time trying to upload a song to Spotify, stick around, let me show you exactly how I do it. What's up? My name is Cody. Welcome back to the channel. Now, if this is your first time uploading music to Spotify, you've come to the right place because I'm gonna walk you through step by step on exactly my process for uploading music to Spotify and show you just how easy it really is. That's right, it really is so incredibly easy to get your music on Spotify, and this is something that most people don't know about. It's something you can do entirely on your own in just 5 or 10 minutes. So if you think you've come to the right place, be sure to smash that like button down below, but let's jump right into it. Now, there are a few different websites that you can use to get your music onto Spotify, but the one that I'm most familiar with and that I like the most is DistroKid. I've been using DistroKid for 4 years now, and they are by far my favorite music distributor. They make it so easy to get your songs onto Spotify in just 5 to 10 minutes, and it's really, really affordable for everybody out there. They have various plans and various features that you can upgrade to if you want more in the future. Now, as you can see here, they do have 3 different plans, starting with the Musician Plus, and the Label. Now, personally, I have the Label plan just because I want all of the features and I want to be able to upload as much music as possible from as many different artists, but for most people, the simple Musician is gonna do the trick. Now, it's only $20 a year, and this lets you upload as many songs as you like under one artist name. So this will work for most musicians and most bands out there. There's no cap to how many songs you can upload with this plan, so you're gonna be able to upload as many songs as you like, and DistroKid does not take any fees for this. It's the one-time yearly fee, and then they do not take a commission, so everything that you make from Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music is all gonna come right back to you. So if you do wanna sign up using DistroKid, I have a link down below that's gonna save you 7% off your first year, so be sure to use this link when signing up. All right, so once you're all signed up and logged in, it's gonna bring you to this page, which is called your dashboard. Now, as you can see, I have a lot of releases on here, but yours will probably have none on there if this is your first time uploading. But to upload your first song, it is so incredibly simple. All we're gonna have to do is go ahead and click on the upload tab. So from here, we can start the process of uploading our first song to Spotify. Now, the first thing that we're gonna be able to do is select all the services and all the websites that we want our song to go to. So you can see there's Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, Instagram, Facebook, and the list goes on and on. Now, personally, I like to have my music everywhere. If someone wants to listen to my song, I don't care what platform it's on, as long as they're able to listen to it. So I always make sure to select all of them just because why not? Now, from here, we're gonna be able to select how many songs are gonna be on this release. Now, for this example, I'm just gonna do one song, just a single. Whatever your case is, if you're uploading 5 songs, select 5, and if you're uploading a full-length album, select however many songs are gonna be on that album. Has this album been previously released? No, it has not. Now, if you have already uploaded this music to Spotify or to another music distributor, you will want to select yes, but for my case, no, this music is not out there. And then from here, we're gonna go ahead and type in our band name. Now, my band's name is Bellevue, and as you can see, it's already linked to my other releases. But if you had a different band name, for example, let's call it First Band, you would notice that it doesn't show up here. So that's okay. If you haven't released any music yet, all you're gonna do is say, no, I haven't released any music under this name yet. Now, this just means that if you haven't already uploaded music to Spotify before, Spotify is automatically gonna create an artist account for you. Now, you will need to go ahead and claim this account in the future. If you don't know how to do that, I'll link a video to it here and down in the description below if you wanna check that out. So really quickly, I'm just gonna go ahead and change this back to my own band, just so that it doesn't get all wonky when I do go ahead and upload it. And as you can see here, it will upload with all my other releases. Now, next, we're gonna have to select our release date. So hopefully you've planned this out well enough in advance and you're not uploading this to Spotify the day before, because it will not get there in time. DistroKid says that it's important that you would do at least 1 week in the future, but I recommend 3 to 4 weeks in the future. The reason for this is that it'll give you time to submit your music on Spotify to different editorial playlists and give your music a chance to be heard by more people. This is a very important step, and you want to make sure that your release is planned out far enough in advance so that when you do go to upload it, you have enough time to submit it to Spotify curated playlists. So I'm gonna go ahead and select January 22nd because that's about 3 weeks out from where I am right now, and it'll give me plenty of time in the future. Now, you can select your release time, but I always just leave this at midnight. I don't see any point to changing it. I don't want the songs to come out at any other time, and most artists leave this at midnight. And then you can also select whether it comes out at midnight in the listener's time zone or midnight in New York time, Eastern Standard Time. From there, the next option is to do pre-orders. Now, personally, I always like to do pre-orders. This just means that if I send the link of my song to somebody, they're gonna be able to go ahead and go over to Apple Music or iTunes and pre-save this and pre-order it. Now, this can be really advantageous if if you're trying to push your song in the future and do a bit of a pre-release campaign for it, or if you just want your friends and family to be able to go ahead and get that song as soon as it's available. So personally, I always do a pre-order, but once again, that is up to you and your own preferences. You can select the pre-order date for whenever you want, but I always like to do the day of. It's not like it's gonna show up to anybody who doesn't know about the song. I'm gonna have to send them the pre-order link and tell them to go pre-order it if they wanna find it. So I've always just do it the day I'm uploading it. And then from here, you're gonna be able to select your record label. Now, if you just choose the basic musician plan, this isn't gonna be an option for you, and I don't believe the pre-order will either. But if you do upgrade to the Musician Plus or the label, you'll be able to go ahead and put in your record label name. Now, my band's independent and we don't have a record label, so I always just put Bellevue, the name of our band. That way, when it gets uploaded to Spotify, let me show you here, the releases will say copyright 2020 Bellevue, or in this case 2021 if you're uploading in 2021. And it really doesn't matter. This doesn't actually affect who owns the song and who has the copyright behind it. It's just a small little nuance within Spotify. So go ahead, put your band name or put whatever you want. If you choose to leave it blank, or if you don't put anything in, DistroKid will come up with its own thing to put here. It will say DK plus a number, but that really doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that they own your song. Now from here, we're gonna go ahead and upload our album cover. Now make sure that you follow all the aspect ratios and dimensions of the album cover. They say optimal size is 3000 by 3000 pixels, and you're gonna want it to be 300 DPI. Now, if you don't know what any of this means, don't worry, whoever's creating your album artwork for you will know what this means. So just be sure to tell them the album specifications and make sure that it's exported in a JPEG or PNG, because that's all that they're gonna accept. Now to upload your album artwork, it's incredibly easy. All we're gonna have to do is go ahead and find the album artwork located on our computer and just drag it and drop it right in there, and it'll come up with a nice little preview of exactly what it should look like. From there, we're gonna go ahead and select the language of the music and then a couple genres. Now they do give you a ton of options for genres, and I always struggle with genres, but I think this one kind of falls into the punk. And then I'll give it a second genre, which they say is optional, but not all streaming platforms and all music platforms are gonna have the same genres available. So I always choose two just in case. We'll go pop alternative. And then from there, we're gonna go ahead and type in the title of the tracks. Now, once again, I am only uploading one song, a single, so there is only one option for this. Now, if you were to upload more songs, say an EP or a full-length album, you will have to do this for every song individually. So I'm gonna go ahead and type in the name of the song, which is Stumble Home, but this is actually a remix of a song that we've previously released. Now, as you'll see here, they have a lot of rules with the names. Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, Google Play, they will not accept your song if it does not follow the proper formatting. So it's very important to make sure that you do it all right. If it's just a simple song like this one, Stumble Home, then you're fine. But let's say, for example, you're doing a remix, you need to make sure that you use the proper parentheses, or else it will get rejected by the store. Now, they have a ton of explanations about this and a ton of warnings, so just make sure that you read through all of the different examples here and make sure that you're putting it in proper, because they will reject it if you don't do it right. Now, from here, we're gonna go ahead and upload the actual audio file. So I'm gonna go ahead and find the file on my computer, select the file, and then we're able to move on. Now, don't worry if you do click the wrong file. This doesn't actually upload it just yet. That doesn't come till the end when we move on to the next page. So if you do mess up, you can change it. But it's really important to make sure that you do get the right audio file and the right album artwork, because once you click submit, there's no going back. So just always double check all of this. I normally go over this page 2 or 3 times just to make sure that all the information is correct, because the last thing you want is your song to get released and it have the wrong song, the wrong album artwork, or the wrong title. All of those would be very bad. So just always make sure to double check or even triple check. It never hurts. Now, next, we're gonna have to select who the songwriter is. Either you wrote this song yourself or someone else did. Personally, this is an original tune, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Now, if you are uploading a cover song, there are a few different things that you're gonna have to make sure you do. If you wanna know exactly how to upload a cover song and make sure you do it legally, I'll link a video up here and down below if you wanna go ahead and check that out. Be sure to do, because cover songs are really tricky. So just make sure that you're following all the proper procedures and making sure that it's legal for you to post that song. But I did write this song, and this is my own song, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. From here, we're gonna go ahead and put in the songwriters, which is myself and my other bandmate. Oh, look at that, typos, you gotta be careful, you gotta be careful. Next, does this have any explicit lyrics? This one does not, but make sure that if it does have explicit lyrics, you put that in there, because it will get rejected by stores if you don't do that. Now, this is not a radio edit. This is clean, and it always has been a clean song, but if it's a bleeped out version, or you're changing the words, or it's not the original because of explicit lyrics, be sure to say that this is a radio edit. Next question, is it an instrumental? This song does contain lyrics, but you can upload instrumental songs as well. You just wanna make sure that you go ahead and select that it is an instrumental if you're doing that. And then the next is for a preview clip. You can either let the streaming services decide, which most of them just pick a random time like 30 seconds or 1 minute and they start playing your song from there, or you can go ahead and listen to your song and select exactly what part you want to start at. Now for this song, I already know that the chorus starts at 36 seconds, so I'm gonna go ahead and select exactly 36 seconds because if someone listens to the song, I want them to hear the chorus. I think it's the best part of the song and it's gonna engage the most people and captures the most people's attention. So I personally always choose my own time to start the song. Next, we're gonna have the track price. 99 cents is pretty typical, but you can select more or less if you want. I always recommend 99 cents. Don't change it. That's what everybody else seems to do. If you charge more, who knows? Maybe somebody won't buy it. I don't know. I personally always choose 99 cents, but once again, that is up to you. Now, there are a few extras, but these are all just totally optional that you don't need to do. YouTube Money is basically just gonna scan YouTube videos for your song, and if they do find that your song is being used in a YouTube video, they're gonna pay you out accordingly for it. Personally, I never select this. Store Maximizer is another feature where DistroKid will automatically send your song to new streaming platforms if they get created. Now, this isn't an issue for me personally. It hasn't been an issue yet because Spotify is the main streaming platform that I use, and then Apple Music is second, and all the other ones are just sort of the up and coming. They'll come up for a little bit and then they'll die down. So I personally don't do this, but if you want to, absolutely go ahead. It's only $8 a year to make sure that DistroKid gets your song on every platform available. The next one is Shazam and iPhone Siri. I do select this because I think it's so cool that I can be out and say, hey Siri, what song is playing right now? And then she'll be able to tell me that it's my song playing in a store or something if it happens to be there. So personally, I like to do that because you never know who's gonna discover you and your band because of that. And then the last one is Leave a Legacy. Now, this is basically just that DistroKid will never ever delete your song and take it off of a streaming platform for any reason at all. It's a one-time fee of $30. I personally don't do it because I've had a DistroKid account for 4 years now and I don't plan on ever stopping to use DistroKid. So personally, I don't do that. But if you want to be safe and you want to make sure that your music is always on streaming platforms for the rest of time, this is a great option for only $29.99. Now, lastly, we're just gonna have to agree to all the terms and conditions that I selected YouTube Music as a store, and you're not gonna be all weirded out when your song is on YouTube from DistroKid. So go ahead and select that. You need to say that you are authorized to sell this song and that you own the recordings, that you're not using any other artist name or song titles, that you actually own this song, that you've followed all of the proper song titling and album titling with no weird capitalization, because as I said, stores will reject your song if it's not formatted properly. And then lastly, that you've read and agreed to the terms and agreements of DistroKid. Now from here, we're gonna click done and DistroKid will start uploading our song immediately, and that's all that we have to do. Now that's it. That's how simple it is to upload your music to Spotify. DistroKid is currently sending it to Spotify and Apple Music and every other store that you can think of, and that's all that we have to do, just 5 or 10 minutes of work. If I come back over to my DistroKid dashboard, you'll see right here the Stumble Home remix that I just uploaded, and it is currently on its way there, and they are gonna send me a confirmation email once it's all done and once Spotify has my song. Now, uploading your music to Spotify using DistroKid is really only half the battle when it comes to releasing music successfully. If you want people to listen to your songs and you want people to find you as an artist on Spotify, there's a lot more that you can do, and I have some links to some great videos down below. You can also feel free to subscribe to my channel if you want more music related tips and tricks where I walk you through my release plans, how I use music videos, and how I use ads to really get the most out of my songs and out of my band. So if you want to check any of that out, feel free to subscribe down below. And as always, if you did find this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up. It really helps out me and my channel so much. So thank you to Vance if you're able to do that. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one.